Hey there YouTube, I'm Ikitsu, this is the Ikitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome to a little bit of Into the Breach. So, yeah, I've been playing quite a bit and I've unlocked quite a lot of stuff at this point in time. We're still trying to unlock one more squad, but I've kind of come up with a way that makes this game pretty easy to play through. I think part of the problem was I'm trying to do multiple different things during each playthrough, whereas I should really be focusing on one or two things at a time. The way that you advance in this game isn't really by beating the game. As you can see, I've actually beaten the game a few times. I've got a 2, a 3. I should go get a 4, but that's still something that I can go ahead and do right now. But basically, the way that you play this game is you take, for example, something like, well, I would take the Zenith Guard at this point in time, and I would do a run devoted 110% just to getting the Glittering Sea Beam achievement. And all I need to do is hit 4 enemies with a single laser. There's a few levels where that's more likely, where there's lots of little spiders and stuff like that. You basically just keep the enemy crowd controlled. You just throw down shields wherever you can until you're able to line up a shot with 4 things in a single round, and then you get that achievement. Similarly, I just played games where I was specifically trying to just block whatever the enemy was going to throw at me, and I managed to get the Shield Mastery one, and I did a similar one by getting the Defense Mech to pull something into it. That one I actually got pretty quickly. But basically this is what you do, and then once you've gotten all those achievements, you go to the next squad and you do sort of the same thing. I think that as well, you're supposed to try and beat the game with each of the difficulties, but realistically speaking, I don't feel as though you really need to do every single achievement in this game to get every single coin, because unless you're one of those achievement hunters, that's not really that necessary. So let's try and do a new sort of run here and figure out what we maybe want to have going on there. I know I get an achievement if I've beaten it actually at 2, 3, and 4, but we're not going to do that for now. So I'll show you guys a playthrough. Let's see, what were these guys' achievements here? Teleport a unit 4 tiles away and have 5 enemies on fire simultaneously. So this would be a one where I sort of ignore, to a certain extent, the actual level parameters. Let's go ahead and, whoops, shit, I won't. I want to probably have this guy here, but let's take a look quickly. Is there anyone that would actually make it easier to light everything on fire? Camilla Vera is actually pretty good because it lets me get into a place that would let me light something on fire, and Lily Reed could potentially be, but usually I'm not going to light everything on fire on the first turn, so that's going to be something I do in a later turn. So, mech can move through enemy units might be useful to get in there, but I think what we'll probably want to have is, I feel like this guy would be good for this particular group. Have that on the Flame Mech or on the Swap Mech, and we'll go ahead. One of the other things you can do is you can actually level up your Time Traveler, and then they'll have enough experience to have a few abilities. Then you can put them on something shitty like the Swap Mech here, which is really quite weak. And this will let me swap the, or this will let me level up this thing, and sorry, have this at maximum level so it's at full capacity, full effect there. And then we could have the Meteor Mech and the Flame Mech leveling up from actual experience. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. Now, there's a lot of groups that I don't really like. In fact, I've fully achievemented some of the ones that I really just don't care for. We're trying to make sure that we've got the ability to light loads and loads of people on fire here. It is sometimes possible to just go in here and do it to the blob thing at the end of this one, but I think what we're going to do is go after just some experience here. And once we gained a little bit of experience, we're going to go ahead and have more abilities. So one of the other things as well, sometimes some of these achievements are a lot easier once you've gotten more abilities. You can see, for example, with this Flame Mech here, if you've got more range, it becomes much easier for you to light lots and lots of the field on fire, lighting a lot of enemies and stuff like that on fire. All of our units are immune to fire as well. This, not so much backburn, it's not too important. And this is, you know, you just throw everything onto this guy if you want to get that particular one. We might go for that one instead, we'll see how things go. Now, this is not a great level for these guys. These guys have very little crowd control that's actually that effective, I find, early on. I'm going to switch this over like that. If I'm lucky, what we'll be able to do is drag some of these guys into the water, but with the Swap Mech, but honestly speaking, I don't think that these guys are too good at stopping this sort of stuff. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about here. So I can get this guy over here, and I can burn this guy and move him over one. I can fly this guy over here and then use the Swap Mech positioning to get this guy over here. And I can go ahead and knock this guy over this way, so he'll fire into the guy that's got armor. But we've only lit one enemy on fire. We've done pretty much no damage, basically. Everything's armored on the other side, so wouldn't have made a difference. But like, it's actually quite difficult to deal the damage here. Fortunately, we'll be able to kill the armor. Scion there. Light a lot of tiles on fire to block a couple things. I've noticed that the AI almost never moves these guys onto fires. This guy's just gonna have to tank through this because, okay, I don't really want to swap with the tank, really. The alternative is, I think we move this guy here. I'm just gonna light you on fire, potentially. No, I can't quite reach that one guy, so what we probably do is move you over to here. We burn this guy back this way. Didn't I have another enemy on fire? Wasn't someone else on fire here? So yeah, I can't do the swap here, unfortunately, with this guy, but I could actually do a swap with this guy that's armored. Oops. And what this does is it means that the armored guy takes the hit while he does the block, and this just means I only take 1 point of damage instead of 2, because you can't actually block the emerging enemy damage. Alright, so that's going to be our action for now. Alright, there we go. We might actually get that achievement of having 5 enemies that are on fire this one. Okay. So tanks activate after a certain amount of time here. We're going to take advantage of that by using them to push things around and cause some damage. I could actually kill these two guys with this little tank here, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So it doesn't look like these guys are dead, but they actually will be from the fire damage, so that's actually okay there. I'm going to use this guy to push him into that other fire over there. Okay, and I could actually also get a more immediate kill and also another kill there. Or what I could do here, let's see here, you're firing at my artillery, I don't really have to care about that, so I'll probably just repair with this guy, and you can go ahead and fire at this guy. That'll actually kill one now, which is fine, and then we can go ahead and fire at this guy, causing him to be on fire as well. So that's 3 enemies that are on fire, unfortunately, which means that we won't get the achievement this turn because we need to have 5 people on fire, and 2 of them are going to die from that fire. This is why this is not the easiest achievement to get. Alright, so this guy needs to heal up a bit. This guy needs to heal up a bit, or I need to do something else. But again, we're at this point in time, we're actually more interested in gaining just a little bit of experience points. I can kill this guy over here by doing this. So what? Actually, no, I can't do it that way. What's the best way to do this then? So if I light this guy on fire first with this guy, then so this all works out a little bit better. But I guess we could do the push thing. So we push this guy a little bit. Go ahead, light this guy on fire here. Move you here. This deals 2 damage now instead of lighting him on fire, and then we can use the other push to get that done. There. Then we can just heal this guy. So, yeah, we're not really doing too much here. So I abandoned a bunch of other playthroughs. I realized I was playing the game wrong, and then sat back and figured out how to play this game a little bit better. But at this point in time, we're not really too concerned with actually winning the game, but it is still a good idea for me to practice and doing things relatively smartly. I'm going to move you to here, and we'll move you to this side, I think. If I can swap something into the water, that's always a lot of fun to do. Surprisingly not that easy, but, you know. Okay, so this is pretty okay here, and that's actually really nice. Okay. I don't think I've got quite enough movement here, but I would love if I was able to move that guy into the landmine. Instead, we're probably going to have to use this, where we hit the landmine and cause that to go away. Push that guy into the fire. Just stand on you here. And turn. Since our direct damage is actually really weak with this setup, it doesn't actually matter all that much if I actually just don't bother with direct damage, really. I can probably knock this guy into the water from somewhere around here next, but yeah, I can knock this guy into the water while lighting this guy on fire, which is really nice. Ooh, I can do a clever swap here too. Alright, so that's always nice to be able to do. We'll get you over here, light this guy on fire while knocking you in the water. And we'll have you over here lighting this dude on fire. And some ground on fire and just fire everywhere. There we go. Unfortunately, armor, so that guy doesn't take any damage. He will take a little bit of damage from the emerging Vek, though. And this is going all pretty well here, I'd say. So 2 of the enemies I can ignore now. One of them's also dead, so I can ignore him. Him we probably do a... Actually, let's just get you in the water. I'm too lazy to deal with you the other way. Alright, we'll burn you down. I don't have to care about anything else. Alright. He'll die from fire. These guys will all emerge, and that's fine. I have to kill a bunch of these guys anyway. More things beyond above the ground makes it a little bit easier to guarantee kills anyway. Yeah, this should be fine. So we'll get you, use the water. You will light him on fire and then put him out in a nice cool drink there, and then we'll actually just push you in the water as well. Alright. This configuration for the map is actually really stupid. I haven't actually been that lucky with pushing things into water in a while. Alright. And I think we'll go to... I don't like these ones here. These ones are a little bit trickier, not killing those guys. Killing 7 enemies, though, on a tidal wave map is actually pretty good. So we'll go ahead and do that. Have you back there, and we'll have you on this side. They'll probably run up and web this guy, though, which is fine because it'll lock him in place here. Ooh, nope. Yeah, actually, okay. So we can get this guy in the water here, which is nice. So what'll happen is there's a certain turn order. The tide happens before their attacks, so that guy's going to be doing his thing. I'm going to go ahead and knock this guy back while lighting him on fire, and we're going to go ahead and knock this other guy backwards like that, and also knock my guy out of the damage, even though it doesn't matter because he's got armor. So he won't... Actually, no, that wasn't hitting him anyway. Okay, well, whatever. Either way, got 2 of them. It's fine. That misses because we pushed him. Displacement moves in this game are way, way stronger than any of the damage moves. It's a little bit of a strange game in that sense there. Okay, so this guy's going to die automatically, so I don't have to worry about him all that much. So what I want to do is push these guys like this. What's going to happen is this guy's going to take some damage. This guy's going to push him. He'll take some more damage and be on fire. These guys are automatically dead. I'm just going to move this guy such that they can get a kill just for experience so that he gains a bit. And since he's a flying unit, he doesn't give a crap about being above the water. So the tide will come in. We'll get this when the environment gets a kill, like the experience gets split. So you can see that we've got experience on all these guys here. I love how these guys just keep putting themselves in these situations where it's just really easy for me to kill them with the environment. This is fantastic. The teleport one was the first one to get the level. That's amazing. Alright. Well, whatever. I could have pushed him into the drink there, but it doesn't seem worth it. Alright. So these first levels are usually quite easy, but let's go ahead and install range on this. +1 range on that's actually fairly decent. And defense satellite launches, usually pretty easy. Ooh, defend artillery support is really, really easy, and that's sort of what we're going for here, is just power leveling up with easy missions. So I'm going to stand over here for the water being closer by. Makes it more likely that they'll stand in this lane here. Ooh, a pod. Nice. Alright. Well, I think we just have to light this guy on fire. Alright, so we'll use you for this. You were going to just move back here, but we're actually going to kill this guy because we've got that extra swap range. And now that that one guy's on fire, I don't really care about him, so we'll block something, breathe some fire on you. Could try and just light a tree on fire. So if I hit here, this lights the tree on fire, and it blocks the enemy from going there. So even though I can't really attack this turn, it's still a useful thing to do. I should also probably light these 2 trees on fire here. That would help. Oh well, whatever. Oh god, my game is not running too well here. The nice thing about this group is that armor doesn't really affect them any because they don't deal any direct damage anyway, but it's not for a good reason that they're actually quite strong in these situations. I still think it's a fairly bogus ability in some ways, but it's good in others. It's very, very powerful in others. Ah, shit. Now, fortunately for me, I can go ahead and just knock that bug with a shell here. Actually, what I'm going to do here... Oh no, I have to move this guy anyway. Okay, so we'll move him here. We will blast these trees here. Get them on fire. More fire is more better. And we'll push this guy into the water. If my game will let me. Then we'll push some more guys in the water and say that zippy one-liner, of course, of say cool off or something like that. You know, as you do. There we go. And I guess we'll have you block something, because why not? Actually, let's go stand on this thing, just in case I need to hit somewhere. Oh god, this game is so laggy right now. Why? How the hell is a game like this laggy? I have no idea. Alright, so... yeah, hold on one second. I'm gonna try and see if I can get to the bottom of this. Yeah, not the least bit of a goddamn clue. Anyway, let's go ahead and move you over here. Kill this guy. I'll spread out the XP on that one. Have you stand over here. That's fine. We'll have you stand... I'm wondering if I can hit this... Actually, no. If I deal 2 damage to it directly... So if I move the artillery here, hit him with the artillery, and then just light him on fire a second time, he'll take 2 damage right away, and then he'll take the burn damage the turn after. So even though I won't kill him right now, he will die before he can deal that extra bit of damage. Of course, my computer might die before he does. I love this guy's facial expression when he gets like pumped up or angry or whatever this is. I'm not really too sure what this facial expression actually is, but it's pretty intense whatever it is. I think it might all be all these ridiculous fire effects here that I've got, because I've got too many. That could be very well the case. Alright. So yeah, once I get +2 to my, get that nice +2 to my fire range on that one guy, it'll be a lot easier to just light everything on fire. Okay, we'll swap with you. Nuke you to hell with the artillery. I don't know why the old artillery is so good. It just is. There we go. And this will get us a flawless first level, which is quite nice. It's actually not necessarily that common that I can flawless the first level. It's not hard or anything, it's just it probably only happens about 1/3 of the time just because some random thing luckily gets a building and then I miss out on that particular bonus. But it's the easiest and fastest way to get loads and loads of extra time travelers, because you often find that they're offering them. Ah, and here's another one too. Mech gains flying. That's interesting. Reactor core. Okay. So I got a new power on this guy. We're going to definitely go for the range here. Now, what I could actually do is move you into here, install this, and have him flying. And then put this guy with his armored on the this thing. So that works out kind of okay, actually. I'm pretty okay with this. What did his... Oh, he's one level away. Okay. So we get that thing. Alright, and yeah, now we've got a hive leader. So we should have enough to get a couple of those things here. I was hoping to get another time pod. That would have been quite nice, but... Alright, Prospero, fly around and do your thing. And we'll have Swappy Guy do your running defense against these things. swappy guy with armor can get into some interesting trouble. And I can use this as well to, like, just completely screw over the terrain, which is nice. So what I'll probably do here is have you send this away. Do that with you. Send you over to here. Light you on fire while doing a push. And we'll do another push down this way. Not the most productive series of events in this turn, but you know what, it's fine. We want to destroy the leader and protect the corporate tower because it makes it so it's easier for me to gain those levels, so that my abilities are stronger, so I'm more likely to be able to light more fires, which is sort of what we're actually going for here. So hopefully we'll be able to manage all that. Okay. I think we're going to use this guy to get a couple of kills. You can use this guy to kill things. Okay. So we're gonna swap him into here, I think. Or we could use the artillery, of course. No, I can't use the artillery from this angle. Okay, so we have to use this guy to free out the swapper, because the attack order is such that he will hit before these guys get to do anything. So he'll, I think, deal 2 damage, so he won't get quite a kill, so I will have to do something about that. In addition. So I think I just have to let something get hit. But what do I let get hit? That's a different question there. I think what we actually might want to do is do this, because it makes this guy a lot closer to being dead, which we want, of course, and it should also mean that I think this is our best bet, honestly, but it's not a great one. We get a small chance, 20% chance that the grid defense holds, but I never really rely on that. The sort of mechanic for this, I think, is a bit janky in that you never really get it when you need it. You do get it, as you can obviously see there, but you never get it when you need it. Alright, I think we use this guy to get a kill here, or deal some damage over here. I'm gonna go ahead and actually launch this such that this dude here gets pushed towards my artillery. He'll deal some damage to my artillery, but that's okay. We're gonna do a swapperoo here. And we're gonna do a push here. So this guy being on fire, and what have you. This guy's also whatever, it's fine. So he'll kill his own friend there, he'll be on fire, this guy's on fire, everything's on fire. That's 4. Ooh, I only have to light one more guy on fire and I get the achievement. No, I killed a guy. Shit. Oh, why must I be so murderous? Okay, I just have to light one person on fire, and we're good. He'll die, he'll die, Actually, he'll die? I have to figure out which of these guys are going to get killed by the fire before I have to worry about the turn. So this guy will die from the fire, this guy will not, this guy will, this guy will. So I have to deal with you. Got the, this is fine. I did not know that was the name of that achievement. Okay, cool. It's something my friend, one of my friends quotes quite often, actually, is that particular line there. Alright, so if this guy's firing off that away, should I try to kill him? I don't really think there is anything I can do to kill him, honestly. I can move him in front of an attack, but everyone that can attack is going to die, so, you know, I'm just gonna move over here, and that's enough here. Alright, so now that I got that early, we're gonna actually upgrade this guy so that he's got full, whatever. And then this guy's going to be able to do a 4-space teleport, and we'll get that achievement. So that'll get us the extra 2 coins, and we'll have enough to unlock the last thing to unlock. Alright, cool. Plus 3% grid defense is shit. Targeted strike. This is kind of okay. just because it's anywhere on the map and you can sort of just call it in whichever direction. Could also just go with the grid defense, bring it up to 25. I think that we'll probably get that with something else anyway, and I don't really care, so we'll get the airstrike. We'll give that airstrike over to you, since your teleporter is kind of useless in some ways. And we're going to go ahead and spend our reputation. So let's go see if there's anything worth buying or interesting here first. We'll sell you first, because you're useless. But yeah, we need to buy 2 more of these, but after that we can kind of spend it on something else here. We're up to the defense grid maximum. Base defense 15 and overpower bonus plus 4, 25%, next plus 2, blah blah blah. So yeah, the pull tank I've had before, they're not that great. So yeah, there we go. Defense up to 27%. I wonder why it said to maximum of, I think it's 25% for certain things, but other things that don't count, I don't know. I've definitely had it above, but maybe I was misreading something. Alright, so let's see if we can do a 4-space teleport. Seismic activity is a pretty good one actually to have that with. Alright, we'll do Fox Plateau here. I like here, approximately. And then this guy can be sort of behind a building here. Having 2 flyers is actually pretty interesting. It's pretty rare to have that. There's actually an achievement for flyers. I wonder if it counts for this particular instance. Okay, so the seismic activity should hit before their attacks. So the environment goes before the enemy actions there. So we could actually put this guy back here, and we could fire off a shot pulling this guy forward, lighting a tile on fire, and knocking this guy into the wall there. Could also go ahead and grab this guy from like 4 tiles away. Oops, did I not actually upgrade this guy properly? I think I didn't upgrade this guy properly. Oh shit. Well, sometimes you just suck. Alright, let's kill this guy this way. Oh, what a waste. Oh, the humanity. Alright. Well, oh shit. Okay, well, we're gonna lose. We're gonna reset the turn here. We have to reset the turn. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Okay. Can I actually stand this guy here? We can push you like that. Oh shit. Attack order 3, then him. So what we can do here... is get you over here and then swap that way. Shit. Well, that means we'll take a point of damage on that building instead, which is okay. Not much I can do with this guy. I can, however... Oof. I screwed this up so badly. Well, that's fine. I kind of stopped carrying properly, so it's my fault, really. Could knock this guy over into some other stuff, but... this is the problem I have with these guys, is like, I'm not very good at things that actually don't deal damage sometimes. Even though I was just talking about how I do think that, yeah, this stuff is better. Anyway, you know, I'm just gonna have to light this thing on fire and not worry about it. Again, we're not actually concerned with beating this particular game, so... or this playthrough. We're just trying to get this guy to have a 4-point teleport, and I already have that, so just as long as I don't screw up and die, I'm actually okay here. So yeah, I forgot that this guy spreads out. Oof, I'm getting really lucky on these things. I'm getting super lucky on these things. What the shit? Alright, well, whatever. Okay, he's irrelevant. That's fine. He's about to be irrelevant. That's also fine. Let's light this on fire here. And we'll go ahead and repair you while you're sitting there. That's fine. We'll go ahead and just do a quick swap here. There we go, and we'll end turn here. I'm getting, like, way luckier than I deserve to be. I might actually go for a completion on this particular one here, I don't know, because we're getting lucky as hell. Can't really do much about this guy here. He's kind of awkward to deal with, honestly, but I actually want to swap this guy onto there so that we're doing a sort of block there. And this guy I think we just stand here and heal with. This guy we can sort of screw around with by knocking him around a bit. So we chuck a shot over there, and that's fine. He'll be fine there. He is just going to start burning though, so that slow burn's going to make a difference. He just can't fall, so... But yeah, like, this guy does this swing, whiffs, and then gets killed. Oh, I shouldn't be blocking because I need to kill... Well, I don't care, actually. Again, I don't have to care. Why do I keep thinking that it matters? Alright, I could push this guy forward and then knock him into the chasm. And that would be pretty good. But... no. Trying to think of a way to both kill this guy and kill this guy. There isn't any way I can kill both, so... we will just kill this guy over here. Just go knock him forward. Gets me the ability to grab him over here. And away he goes down the pit. And you can light this guy that's already on fire or more on fire, which doesn't do anything. So, we'll fill an objective again, I don't care though. Oh, I forgot about those as well. You know what? Whatever. After all those blocks, I just completely fuck it up, but I've come to the conclusion, it's like, I need to just stop thinking about it and stop worrying about it and stop, you know, trying to pretend that it matters. Because we're going to do 2 installations here, get this +2 range. There we go. Now we can do the thing that we're actually supposed to be trying to do here. Have you over here, have you back here, and have you here-ish. Actually, you might get webbed from there. I'm going to have you back here. I just don't want the swapper guy to get webbed. That's the only thing that would really sort of suck. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, so all we're gonna do is have him like here and see if I can do a swap from this distance. I can. And I got quantum entanglement. There we go. So we're now done. Let's see here. So yeah, I don't actually care if I succeed or anything at this point in time. Pretty much irrelevant as to what happens at this point, so go ahead and kill you, doesn't matter. And turn here. I could even actually just go ahead and leave, but you can get a bit of extra experience points by doing it this way. Look at all that grid damage that I no longer have to worry about. Can kill that guy. Okay. Let's go ahead and knock this guy into the pits. We'll knock you into a pit. And we'll suck you into a pit. Even though I'm saying I don't really like this particular group, sometimes you get lucky with the placement of the like holes and stuff like that, and they just do fantastic. That's kind of a weird group. Into the chasm with you. Not too sure where I want to go with these guys. Let's just have you chuck that in there, and we'll have you stand here. So that'll go off there and do nothing. Leave some acid down there, we'll block there. I need to stop pretending like it matters, but I don't know, it's I guess good practice to continue playing as though you're still doing something somewhat relevant. Even when clearly you're not. Okay, have you go over here, just do a push there. Doesn't really matter too much what happens over there. I don't actually get what this guy's doing here, just move over there. And then, yeah, that's it. Ooh, we could actually get another kill here. Damn it. Oops. Okay, undo move. Where can I get to? Can I seriously? Oh man. Oh well. Yeah, I can't even get the kill. Okay, just end turn here. You can hit that guy, you can kill him, I don't even care anymore. Go ahead, do it. Actually, that wouldn't kill him regardless. Alright, so, again, I'm gonna just abandon timelines so that I stop obsessing over trying to get moves that I, like, ultimately don't matter. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's bring, +3 grid defense. It's pretty bad. I don't like +3 grid defense, so we're gonna take this guy. But yeah, we've now got all of the achievements for these guys. Let's go ahead and unlock, oh, I thought I got 2 per each of these, so I guess I need to do a few more, but yeah, this is how I've been playing it. Like, this is how you get these sorts of things done. Blitzkrieg, I've noticed, has really, really ridiculously difficult ones to get sometimes. Like, Chain Attack took some specific stuff, like you have to have the ability to chain through buildings, and it sort of gives you that hint with the title thing there. But until you get that, it's actually quite difficult to get Chain Attack, and you sort of have to contrive it a little bit with the Hook Mech and the Boulder Mech to specifically kill your own Boulder Mech and stuff like that. Lightning War, I actually find it a little bit hard since I take a long time to do anything, and Hold the Line, I've just not been getting quite lucky enough with that one, but yeah, like any of those sort of things. But yeah, this is how I've been playing the game. I'm pretty sure there's a more optimal way to play it, but you focus on one objective at a time, or even maybe if you get lucky you can do 2 things at a time. But I don't try to actually win the game while trying to do one thing or another. For example, with these guys, I'm going to definitely not try to get Overkill and Immortal and Healing and beat the victory at the same time. I'm going to do one thing, and then I'm going to do the next thing, and then I'm going to do the next thing. So yeah, that's how I've been playing it, and I think that's how this game is actually more meant to be played. So anyway, hope you found this video helpful, and of course, as always, hope to see you guys all next time.